Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Creations by Suying. First of all, I want to say thank you for joining me, and obviously you're going to hear some noises in the background. It's probably going to be Jade and my sister, her husband, my mom. It all depends. It's about 10:30 at night on Sunday, and I had to do a card for somebody at work who just had a baby, and I wanted to go ahead and record it and share with you guys my project. We're going to be using today Baby Steps. It's one of my favorite cartridges. And from page 32, we are going to be using the little girl in the cart. Let's see if it'll zoom in. I'm going to be using the little girl, not the cart, the stroller. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let me just put this aside here. I want to show you everything that I used. Okay, so the paper that I chose to use is out of the Die Cuts with a View Baby Girl Stack. And the paper we're using today is, it has a gray chevron, which I love chevron, and I love this pack of paper. Let's see. Sorry about this, guys. This sheet right here. Okay, we're going to use this sheet, and I'm going to show you how we're using that today. And all the colors that we're using is out of this stack, and it's cardstock from Recollections. This is the Michaels brand, and it's butterfly wings. Okay, so all the colors that we're using today is out of this paper stack. Let me just put this aside. Put this aside. These are the stamps that we're using. I also used the Cuttlebug, and this is the Divine Swirls. I know I used this in my last card, but this is one of my favorite embossing folders, and it's like my go-to. So I use this one. For my outside sentiment on my card, I use this Inky Dinky Doo New Baby stamp, and this is from All Occasions, is the name of the stamp. Then for Peachy Keens, which was one of my favorite, we're using just baby face assortments, and we're using this little girl right here with the pacifier. And then out of this Peachy Keens monthly subscription from May of 2013, I'm using the Congratulations. Okay, so those are all the stamps we're using. I'm also using this Inky Dinky Doo chalk. I bought it broken, and I got it at 75% off because it was broken. But the only colors that I really use are these two, and it's basically to do the cheeks, because sometimes I use my Copics blush marker, but sometimes I like to use the chalk. So today we used the chalk. So let me put this somewhere where it won't fall and completely break. Alright, so anybody who knows me knows that I absolutely love 5.5 by 5.5 cards. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to use the Martha Stewart scoreboard. And this is just basically, it's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper cut at 5.5. So when you fold this in half, score it at 5.5, it'll be a 5.5 by 5.5 card. So let's go ahead and score this. Perfect. I have my foam folder in here. Let's fold it over like this. I feel like sometimes it folds better. Alright. So the first thing I'm going to do so that I don't forget, because I tend to forget most of the time, is let me get my, give me a second here. Okay, I'm going to get my mouse pad, which is made of foam, and we're going to go ahead, and the only stamping I'm going to do on camera is we're going to stamp my, that would be Jade knocking on the door, my handmade stamp by Stamps of Life. So I'm using Tuxedo Black ink, Momentos Tuxedo Black ink. Okay, and we're gonna ink that right up and put it on the back of our card. Try to center it. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and hold it there for a couple seconds. I give a chance for the ink to transfer to the paper. And it's pretty perfect every time. See? Okay, so let me go ahead and get this foam folder, because the one that comes in the Martha Stewart one, I don't feel like it folds it correctly. I don't know why. That's a much tighter fold. Alright, so we're going to do the portrait style. Is it portrait? Yes, I think so. No, landscape. Portrait is like this. I'm not 100% sure. Guys, it's been a long time. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the inside of our card. And what I've done is I have cut this 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I used this EK Success Punch. It doesn't have a name on it, but it has the little tiny scallops. And I did the scallops on the top and I did the scallops on the bottom. And this little heart I took out of the negative of my stroller, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean. So let's just add some ATG to this. Now, to stamp on this paper is a little bit glossy because I got it out of the paper stack. To stamp on this, what I did is I used the StazOn ink because I feel like it does a better impression. Okay. Let me see. So that's going to be the inside of my card. It's very simple. It's just so that all of us at the office can sign. So I wanted to make sure that I left a lot of real estate area to be able to sign. Okay, so that's just very simple, the inside of my card. Now let's go ahead and let's get started on the outside. What I did from that paper stack is I used one of the sections that had the cloud and the air balloon. And here I stamped the new baby also with the StazOn, because I don't know if you guys can tell, but this paper is a little bit glossy. So I wanted to make sure that my stamp would actually stamp right. Okay, so then this is going to be the front of my card. Now this is almost a little bit shy of 5 1/2 because I wanted to leave a very tiny border around. I didn't want it to be too I didn't want there to be too much space. This is going to be a very simple card. Okay, so let's just add our adhesive. Okay, so let's just bring this down here. That's why I like working on these mats, because I have measurements and I can pretty much eyeball how this should go. That looks pretty straight right there. Alright, so far this is what the front of our card looks like. Okay, so now what I did is I took my Fiskars Grass Punch, okay, and I cut a border, and I took my Martha Stewart Fence Punch and cut a border. So in total I used 3 stamps. 3 punches. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add adhesive to. These are cut at the same size as the layer, which is almost 5 1/2. It's just shy by like 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so let's go ahead and add adhesive. Okay, we're going to do it to the bottom here of our grass, just like this. Okay. I like to sort of bend up my little grass. I don't like it to be completely flat. So I like, you know, I just lift it up a little bit like this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add adhesive to the back of this. Everybody in my family are night owls. So Jade goes to sleep like at 1 in the morning. And since my mom is the one that takes care of her and she doesn't have to get up to go to daycare or anything like that, she sleeps in with my mom. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to add this to the bottom of our card here. There we go. Okay. And so far, here's what we have. So it's basically like a little scene card. Now, the piece of resistance is my little girl in her stroller. Isn't she adorable? Let me explain to you everything I did here. I cut her at, I still have it open here, let me see. I cut her at, I believe it's 4 inches. Let me see. Yes, 4 inches. Okay. I used the purple, pink, hot pink. Right. The peachy keen face. I used my white jelly pen, which is right here. Okay. To fill in her eyes. Then I used my Papermate Flare to do the green in her eyes. And that shininess that you see is Glossy Accents. One of my favorite things to use. Okay. Then her pacifier, I colored it in with just a pink Sharpie. Okay. And that's what I used for her pacifier. As you can see, her cheeks. Okay. They're very pink. And that's what I used the chalk for. And then I added Recollections Bling to her earrings and her little stroller wheels down here. I also used my jelly pen and I did faux stitching around the top here and the wheels. And then for the pink faux stitching, I used my this is my Staedtler Tri-Plus fine liner marker pen, and I just did a little line, the little faux stitching there. Okay, so then I used Studio G glitter, and I only ran through the Cuttlebug this layer, the light pink layer, and the purple layer. And then wherever there are swirls, I went ahead and added this, which is the Studio G glitter glue, which I love. And it gives it some pizzazz. Now I have her on Pop Dots. So let me just go ahead and get rid of all of these little papers. I've tried to save us some time so that the video is not as long. I did a lot of the assembly off camera, so I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I have one more little boy birthday card that I have to do. I probably won't get to recording. I probably won't get to record that until maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. So we'll see. Since these are all the little ones, these are from EK Success, and I get these at Walmart. At least I used to. I haven't seen them in my Walmart in a long time. And it's just all the little ones that I just put together to make bigger ones. It's taking me a little bit to get all these little papers off. But we're almost done. And once I put my image on, there we go. We'll be done. I think she came out so adorable. Alright, guys. So let's go ahead and... Oops. That's super sticky. Let me... Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. There. That's what I wanted the wheels to be like. Alright. go ahead and make sure she's in position there. And there we go, guys. This is my card. She was very simple to make. Let me go ahead and throw this out for a minute. She was very, very simple to make. And it's just, you know, getting the idea together that takes the longest. But I think she came out so cute. And I think that the glitter and the glossy accents, it makes a big difference. So, and I wanted to make a purple card because I thought it was super cute. So thank you guys for joining me. And thank you for sharing another video with me. And thank you for your likes and your comments. I really appreciate it. It makes my day. I hope you guys had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. And I will see you at the next video. Thank you guys again.